Joining me now with her thoughts and memories is Avis Jones-DeWeever, political and social commentator. Avis, good afternoon to you. Nice to see you. How are you
Nice to see you.
remembering Jesse Jackson today?
I'm remembering him as someone who was a pathbreaker. He was someone who forever changed presidential politics, the Democratic Party, how Black people began to see that they had power to actually imagine themselves at the highest realms of power in this nation. He was someone who taught little children that they are somebody. He was someone who was able to envision a rainbow coalition and bring together people of different backgrounds, different economic stratifications, all towards one specific goal at advancing freedom and democracy in this country. And so he was a freedom fighter. And he really represented the best of what this nation could and should be. And I hope that his contributions are forever remembered as absolutely extraordinary.
Do you think he paved the way for Barack Obama, Kamala Harris?
Absolutely. There would be no Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, in terms of their levels of success without him. He was the first African-American to actually win primaries, presidential primaries in this country. It was because of him and the shifts that he made in the Democratic Party rules that we went from a winner-take-all situation in terms of presidential primaries to a situation where there was proportional representation. And so in doing those things, he made huge impacts institutionally, but also psychologically, he made huge impacts. He let America see that there was not only an African-American who would run for the presidential office, but actually had made great movements towards actually being able to acquire power in terms of those presidential and primary victories. And so he was able to expand the imagination where people actually began to see with a bit of realism this idea of a Black person that would be the leader of the free world. And it was because of that work and that broad imagination stretching that we had the opportunity to later have a Barack Obama, a Kamala Harris, and those in the future that I know will still come.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit more about that. Where do you see his influences? Do you think that there is someone that you're watching that is picking up the baton?
I am seeing so many people pick up that baton, and I'm so excited to see what is happening. You know, there's a lot going on right now here in the States, as you can see, but we see people like a Jasmine Crockett, who is running for Senate in Texas, and that too would be a historic victory if she's able to pull that off. I would also say that I see a little bit of him in the Mamdani victory, because here is someone who ran against the odds. Here is someone who challenged the Democratic Party to think differently and to move in different ways, and was able to ultimately broaden the coalition in order to obtain victory to become the mayor of New York City. And so I'm seeing his influence live on in this generation of politicians. And I certainly believe that as we do our job in teaching the history to those of us who are even younger, that we'll continue to see his influence impact the future generations of leadership in this nation that are yet to come.
Avis, thank you so much for sharing all of this with us today. Avis Jones-DeWeever is a political and social commentator. You take care. We'll see you again soon.
See you soon.